thought you was a shy girl until I made you my girl. Girl, you pushed me like a big boy till I cuffed you like you did something. You ain't gotta wait for it. You ain't gotta wait for me to give you my love. You ain't gotta wait for it.
Hop right into the video, and I'm starting with these Bella. These are like eye masks, I think. I got them from Target. I just wanted to show this part because it's gonna help prevent fallout, but it's also gonna kind of moisturize our under eye area. And I'm just taking some of my concealer and I'm going to put that on the eyelid and blend that in with a Sigma P88 brush, and that's just going to be the base for the shadows, and it's also going to prime. And then after I do that, I'm going to set it. Now going into the shade Georgia, I'm going to use that as our transition color. It's a nice light pink color, so it's going to add a lot of warmth to this look. And I'm using a big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics just to blend that into my crease. On my Morphe M441, I'm going to take the shade Puree, and I'm going to use this kind of as a transition, but it's going to be a little bit more precise in the crease.
This is my cloth. About to drop an album, this is my fourth. I don't put sugar in my spaghetti sauce. Drop a freestyle and get these hoes perched.
Using my Morphe M443 in the shade Charmed, I'm sure, I'm going to start by putting on the outer corner and defining the crease with that, and then I'm going to blend that all over the lid because I'm doing kind of a brown smoky eye, so that's going to be the base brown shade. It's not going to be the main lid shade, but it's going to be a nice dark base for the other shadows I'm going to put on top. So on that same brush, I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum, and I'm just going to use that to further blend everything out and warm up the entire look. So on this dense brush from Icing, I'm going to take the shade Cobbler, and it's a shimmery dark brown. I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and that's going to be one of our base lid shades. Then I'm just going to further blend that out with that Morphe M441, and I'm going to take this Lancome all over shadow brush and pop Nectar on the brow bone just to highlight. And then I'm going to go in, I think this is the Essence 2-in-1 pen liner. I'm just going to do a quick wing with that. Next, I'm going to remove the under eye pads, and as you can see, we have a nice clean line and very moisturized under eyes. And I'm going to do a more dewy skin, so I'm going to take this LUMI highlighter from Loreal, and I'm going to mix that in with my foundation. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way, and then I'm buffing that in with my Morphe M439. It's my favorite foundation brush when I'm not using a beauty blender. It's just a synthetic kabuki brush. If you ever have any further questions on the makeup products I'm using, don't forget to check the description box because I do list full products that I use, and you can check that out or leave a comment and I will answer any questions for you gladly. But just make sure to buff that into the skin until we get a smooth finish. So for concealer, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm in the shade Light. And then I'm just going to use this Makeup Shack concealer brush. It's like a small, dense brush. It doesn't have a name. I use it for concealer. Some people use it for foundation, but I just want to get a seamless finish. And again, I'm showing you a look not using my beauty blender for once, because I wanted to show you guys how to blend out your face makeup with brushes, because I know a lot of people feel uncomfortable using a sponge. I know it seems kind of weird. If you've never tried it, I really recommend you try using a sponge, because it does make your makeup look flawless in my opinion, but this is like the brush routine I use, I would say. That's what I would call it, I guess. So I'm taking my Benefit What's Up highlighter. Again, I want a very dewy look, so I'm going to do a kind of strobing effect, which is where you take a cream highlighter and you apply it underneath. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just patting that on the high points. And then to set my under eyes, I'm also going to set my nose and my lip and chin area, because that's where I get oily. I'm just going to use that same concealer brush and the Airspun powder. I'm not baking, I'm just setting it, so it's just going to be a little bit different from what I normally do, which is have all that powder under there. It's still going to give us a flawless finish. It's just going to be a little bit quicker and a little bit more natural. And then I'm taking my NYC Sunny Bronzer and I'm just going to bronze my face up using the Real Techniques blush brush. And this is a little bit too dark for me at the moment, but if you have a bronzer that's a little bit too dark for you, just be careful. You don't want it to get muddy. So kind of take a light hand with it and just really make sure you take your time to blend that into the skin. Then this is the Wet n Wild. I don't know the exact name for it, like a duo, I guess, a contouring and highlighting duo. It's in the shade Caramel Toffee. So I'm going to take the bronzer shade first, and I'm going to contour the hollows of my face with that, and then I'm going to take the banana shade, which was a lighter shade, and I'm going to put that under my eyes with the Morphe M441-Puree. That's the same brush I always use to wipe the bake away when I normally put all that excess powder under there, but I'm just going to use that to set my under eye area and add some brightness to it. So I'm going to be taking that Airspun powder again on this Morphe brush. I don't remember the name, but I'm going to leave it in the description box. And I'm just going to kind of cut where I want the contour to be more defined and then dust it off with that Morphe M441 after I do that. So this is the Wet n Wild blush, and again, I'm so sorry, I forget the name, but it's going to be in the description box. I'm going to pop that on my cheeks. And then this is the Makeup Revolution Vivid highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. I am obsessed with this highlighter. It's so nice. It's $6, and I've been like raving about it all over Instagram, and as you can see, I loved it. In my intro, I showed it. So I'm just going to apply that to the high points of my face, and I'm going to glow like crazy with this on. I'm going to set my face with this Wet n Wild Photofocus setting spray. This is really good for setting down your makeup. I'm going to take the Smashbox Always Sharpe eyeliner in black, and I'm going to put that on the waterline. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in my voiceover, but I did put on fake lashes. They're the Ardell Wispies. And so to start on the lower lash line, I'm going to take the two shades in Summer Yum and Puree, and I'm going to smudge those on an E18 on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to take that Cobbler shade and I'm going to use that as well with an e.l.f. smudger brush, and I'm going to smudge that into the black eyeliner, and then I'm going to finish off the eyes with the Roller Lash by Benefit, and I'm just going to pop that on my upper and lower lashes. So for the lips, I'm going to use ColourPop's Lumiere lip liner and Socialite lipstick from Loreal. And that's going to complete the look for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I really appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and share this video with your friends. I would really appreciate it if you'd comment or request for future videos you have from me. And don't forget to check out the description box. And I love you guys so much. See you in my next video.
I met you in the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I wasn't off. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. And you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest.